What's going on?
Welcome
We're
to
live.
Scale Builders Guild. Live stream takeover episode 114.
Special edition. We're going to stream for 24 hours straight.
We're just going to keep going.
You get everything.
You get it all, baby.
I'm sleeping
check
this
in.
time, though, so you're just going to watch that.
Oh, yeah. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And if your wife, girlfriend, significant other, partner isn't watching this with you, what are they watching instead? Because
Nice.
It's not as good.
Because they're missing out.
They're missing out on some high quality RC content.
High quality H2O.
How was your weekend?
When did it happen? Because
I don't know. I missed most of it. Well, actually, that's not true. I had a really great dinner with some friends and a really great brunch, which I noticed you named your live stream Brunch Talk
Brunch
or something. Brunch Edition. Extreme Brunch Edition.
I mean, if we talk about breakfast, evidently this can be called brunch, because evidently brunch can happen at any time, which we all know is not.
Brunch can happen anytime until 3 p.m. and then it's not brunch anymore.
Yeah.
Alabama, wife cleaning the pool. Sounds like a terrible show. Wife is. The comments are rolling in.
It's just
rolling
flying
in
through.
fast and furious. I can't even keep up. Wife's watching the Jays game. She must be disappointed. Grey's Anatomy, watching the kids at a high school graduation. Oh, because she's a teacher. Okay, not because it's her
I
child.
guess that part.
Yeah.
Watching her coworkers live TikTok. I don't want to see my coworkers at all. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
More so than just at work.
Well, I see my coworker. I was out at a work event last night. The first work event in like 2.5 years, where we actually went out, listened to a bunch of people talk about advertising, and like have a little drinky drink afterwards. It's pretty fun. It's good.
Yeah, it's the part that you have to get through to,
Yeah.
It's the spiel about the timeshare that you have to listen to before you get the free night stay.
It was drink, and then listen, but drink while they're listening, and then come out and go, that was pretty good. Let's have another drink.
She's watching the Hallmark Channel over here. Mini trikes for life. Cody Vandenberg, yes.
Oh, God. I can't believe... at first I saw the picture of what you were ordering, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind tooling around one of those in the neighborhood. That would be annoying to all my neighbors. And then I went to the website, and I realized all you got was the frame. And then I was like, nope, bye. No, thanks.
I'm so excited.
Where's the finished one? I want that one.
Yeah. I am very excited for my new mini trike chassis to show up.
In 6 to 12 months.
12 to 14 weeks, but still.
It says that now, but
I know.
Popularity.
Whatever. That's fine. I mean,
Perry G.
It kept
Thank you very
shifting
much.
down. So it's gas or electric. It's set up for gas. So
You should make it brushless.
you know what? They do have, they do have, like examples of them with brushless setups. But
20S.
yes, all the S's.
Perry G, thank you very much. It can be 5 o'clock. If it can be 5 o'clock somewhere, can't it be brunch anytime? Yes.
I'm sorry if there is excessive cat screaming today, because Nicole is still gone and they are missing her quite a bit.
Well, because let's be honest, Josh, you've been neglecting those animals.
Well, in comparison. So for those on my stream, that's the chassis that I ordered and fork and all that. I don't know if Matt can see that, but
yeah. Lift it up tiny bit more. There you go.
So
it looks hilarious.
It does look hilarious. I can't wait.
Matt, you can braise it together. No, the chassis is already done. You get the chassis finished.
I just have to figure out the rest of the things that I'm going to add to it.
Buy yourself a Losi DBXL and just take the motor out of that.
So I'm starting to add all the things that I can think of. I'm like, I'm going to need to put a battery in it so that I can run, at lights in a stereo and,
Oh my God. This is going to be your new transportation to work. I can just see you.
I'm ready for it. It's going to be my event scooter.
Oh God. Yeah. No. All you need to get around at one of those events is one of those Coleman scooters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
It's a fantastic idea. It's very original.
You mean it's been done?
You've invented a new thing. Somehow never previously claimed as your own.
Can you actually, Blue Dooley wants to know, can you actually drive that in your state that is outlying all the engines?
You couldn't buy it that way. You have to build it.
Yeah, fine, but are you allowed to even buy that engine?
To own it, yes.
Okay.
And I can still buy the engines.
See, that's why I'm thinking you should just go brushless.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
I'm all for
speed and no noise.
See, here's the thing. I don't necessarily need or even want the power. Riding it is not even the part I'm looking forward to.
It's just the building. I know you. It's
just the building. It's
RC Patina guy. Hello,
better Matt or you. Thank you, Jay Burris.
Is it squatting? It looks pretty not squat to me.
I don't know. I needed to go back. I saw that comment. I was like, I have to go back and look at this because I don't.
If anyone's got the squat, it's John. Next generation pit bike. Yeah, that's what it could be, Jim. You're right.
I'm telling you, it's perfect. It's perfect. Carbon.
You've got the battery. Somebody said you've already got the battery. You just use the one from the TRX 4000.
That's too many. It's
Is that not enough S's?
No, it's either again, electric, not the way.
I've got. Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but I've got something perhaps coming that is on 10S power.
You?
That's what they said.
Oh, I know what it is. That's right. I remember now. I won't spoil it either. But
no spoilers.
Okay.
But yes. 10S, I was like, that's a lot of S's for that.
At least you're not trying to heckle me about head injuries yet. So.
Look, we're both going to get there, I'm sure. I'm already considering a helmet.
Oh, helmets
mandatory.
Absolutely.
Agreed. I think even like wrist guards or something too, maybe.
Oh, you need the whole get up.
I'm gonna look like Mad Max.
I'm gonna look like
Mad Max in Thunderdome.
You're gonna look like the younger brother from A Christmas Story.
No, I look like in Back to the Future 2. I'm gonna look like Biff's son. Griff. I think his name was Griff.
I do not remember.
Upgraded battery for the 4xe. No, that's already a lot of S's. I don't know how many it is, but it's more than 10. It's a big-ass battery in there.
Yeah. Isn't it like a big-ass batteries in many locations? Like
no, they're all across the back seat.
Is that where it is?
Yep. This is one big pack. You can lift it right out.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
You can't lift it right out.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah. RC Patina guy, thank you very much. It's been a while. I'm usually on that other guy's YouTube.
Right. He was. Well, he checked back in last week. He had been out for a while.
He's busy. He's been doing a lot of lowriders.
Right, exactly.
And he got one of those Monte Carlo ones, and he made it, I think he did like a T-top roof on it. It looks pretty sick.
Well, I saw he had done one with the whole training day, like final scene version. He put all little bullet holes in it.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
That's good. This is a special RC battery. It goes up to 11. Why not just make 10 louder? No, but this one goes to 11. I heard interesting news about Spinal Tap. In 2024, I think it's the 40th anniversary of that movie. Or maybe even 50th. It could be the 50th anniversary of that movie.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think it's been that long. But they're going to do a new movie.
Wow.
The
I've
band
never seen
is
the first one.
You should see the first one. It's fantastic. But the band is contractually obligated to do a final show. And this is like them coming back together. I think it's going to be amazing. There were some great songs in that movie. Big Bottoms was one of my favorites. Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got them.
Like I said, I've never
you should see it. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Another Wednesday of overtime and no interaction tonight. Tonight's code is #I need a raise. Yep. And I've already pinned it.
Dana just posted it. I pinned it as well. And
thank you, Dana.
Stephen Williamson, thank you, sir. Okay, Josh and Matt, I need to know if either of you think the new Basecamp is practically an axial version of the TRX4 Sport. I mean, if you mean that it's a less expensive version, then that's exactly what it is.
Yes, it's a stripped-down version of the SCX-10 featuring a much simpler transmission that does not currently offer overdrive or dig or two-speed. Same axles.
Yep.
Just a much more simple version. There's no inner fenders. There's no pomp or circumstance. There is a body and a chassis. And yes, it is sort of like a TRX4 Sport in that.
It's a more stripped down version. I mean, but if anything, like that was, Axial had done that previously with the Deadbolt. Like Axial has always had
they've always had a cheap version.
Or they've always released later a more stripped down version. They always have released one version then later. So.
But let's be honest, Josh. I think we can both agree that Axial and Traxxas both copied Tamiya.
Yeah. You know what?
You go back far enough.
Strip it down. More. Take out the bearings. Nope. Take them out.
We don't need them. Down. That's an option. That's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Arguably.
What? That's all. Thank you.
What?
Thank you. Just what?
Okay. What? Yeah.
What happened to the Deadbolt though? Like no more Deadbolt? I mean,
not no more Deadbolt for now. Who knows?
Now, yeah. I mean,
I don't run that shop.
Yeah.
Ask Rich Trigilio where it went.
I liked it. Was very simple. It had a cage. I was like cages.
I like how fast it went.
Yeah, true. It was super fast. It's 60.
So fast. At least at the low end, 55.
Yeah.
What was I going to say here? Scott Oblander said arguably the best 10.3. Not going to disagree with you. Could actually might be.
If today I was going out to buy a 10.3, it is the one I would choose.
Yeah.
I think that the simplicity of it is the best.
I still like the Jeep, but I do like the simplicity. So,
yeah, I don't like the standard 10.3 transmission all that much. I think it's a huge pain to work on. And this one
every day,
so simple.
Yeah, it is. There's only 5 gears
and 4 screws to take it out.
That's right. Beep bop, boop, out.
In out.
A little of the old in out. Why not SCX-10.4? Well, because it's still on the SCX-10.3 platform. It's still the SCX-10.3 chassis.
The name is about the base, and then the following name
it's about the camp that it's in.
Because it's about the same. It's the thing.
I see you upgraded the motor to brushless. How well do you think the transmission will hold up? Very well. I am not concerned.
I have slight concerns. In all reality, though, just because it does have some very tiny bearings.
Oh, right. Yeah, there is that tiny bearing up at the top. Yeah.
And no. And all the way down at the bottom almost. Not the output gear, but the one right before it. That also uses 5x8 by 2.5 bearings.
Well, we'll see.
So I have my concerns there. I don't like those bearing sizes.
We'll see where the load ends up. I didn't know Little John was on the show tonight. What?
What? Where?
Yeah. Okay. Builder's kit. Hello. At least Tamiya came with wheels, tires, and a body. Well, yeah. TRD Adventures, thank you very much. No bearings. Picked up a new Phoenix body and gave Weather Patina my first go. Not sure if it came out good, really stepping out of my comfort zone. Well, hey, good for you. You're not the only one. Josh really extended his creativity muscles on the 24-hour build.
I used up all of my creativity muscles on paint the weekend before, and
yeah, you did a really good job.
Stephen Williamson again. Thank you. Maybe 10.3 Gladiator wheelbase base camp. I would not hold my breath.
No,
I think that they did that specifically to fit a body, and beyond that, I would not expect it again.
Gladiator was on sale this week too, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think I saw at a discounted price.
I think the Lloyd is as well.
The Lloyd? Daniel Curtis, congratulations on a wild build. And since we're competitive here, passing Josh in subs.
Fully expected.
Yeah, I'm more popular.
Right, exactly.
I think it's just less ugly face. Right. That's all I think it is. Slightly.
But, I fully expected it as well this year, especially with my not doing things that are as relatable. And it drastically affected things for me, but I knew that.
What you have to do, though, I think this is probably like a YouTube secret. Just keep doing what you're doing. But you have to change the titles to be like, I broke it. Or
I know.
I can't believe that happened. Yeah. Or, change the thumbnails so it's always your face just.
Hey, the face thing, sometimes you got to do it. I'm fine with it.
But it works sometimes.
But
or better yet, hold something in your hand way up in focus and you just going.
Yeah. That's the one. That's
the look. That's the secret one. So, yeah. But we're both taking slightly different approaches to the channels this year, and I'm trying to say no to more things, which is not working out very well. But also just doing the things I want to do, which is also not working out very well.
Right. Yeah. And I'm really just going to keep doing more of the fab stuff, things like that. It's not very relatable, and it does not do very well for YouTube. But
if you frame it as a how-to, like here's something,
it doesn't work in our market. There's 1% of people that are going to buy a welder. You want to build yourself a cage for your $300 truck? Go buy $5,000 worth of tools.
$5,000. You lost me.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
If someone's going to go buy those tools, they're probably going to go build something bigger. It's not a very relatable area. But
we got some. Johnny Lemmy said, I was hoping to see some axial bullhorns in the 24-hour mayhem build since you guys were hitting the parts bins. I pulled one out and I went, no, can't do it. I almost did. I almost did.
Have been that out of place.
No, it actually wouldn't have looked that bad up there. But good idea, Johnny. And then CJV said, while doing the base camp running videos, does the single speed transmission run fine? I'm really interested in that. Almost want to ditch the Gladiator for it. Yeah, it worked totally fine. It gave plenty of wheel speed, even with that stock 35 turn motor. I mean, now that we've woken them up with brushless, you can do burnouts if you saw Josh's stories today.
And in all honesty, the 2-speed in the SCX-10 is just about useless anyway. So you added a lot of complexity for no benefit.
1.125 times faster.
Yeah.
It was almost unmeasurable.
It was am I in seconds here? I don't know. Shift
immeasurable.
I must have been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were times where I was like, all right, for the video, when we're doing the testing, we got to do 2-speed. No, wait, I'm already in that speed. Damn it.
Oh, I was already there.
I'm going slower now. Gory Bog said, no more base camp talk. Nope, sorry, not tonight.
That's not going to happen because we just did a 24-hour. We just did hour-long videos almost on it. So if that's your goal, you might want to turn this one off.
This
Come
might
back
not be
next
the
week.
one for you.
Yeah, come back next week.
Come back next week when we're talking to Josh. No, when we're talking to Rich Trujillo about the
probably about it
SCX-103
again.
base camp.
Tom Havel, thank you, sir. Going back to three-wheeled contraptions, what did Matt think of the C1 Dancing Rider build challenge? So, Dancing Rider's speed build, but measured half with scale points. So, you have to figure out how to add scale points to it and make it go fast.
This?
Yeah. Full interior, done, 1 point.
1 point. Driver, shoulders up or stomach
Torso
up.
only.
Torso only. That's about it.
Yeah. Like, all right, how are we gonna?
We're really gonna struggle to get more points.
Stephen Williams, thank you again. Tell Axial to make a 1.9 Wraith 2.0, please. You know what? I loved how that truck drove. I'm quite sick of looking at the Wraith itself. I didn't love the look of the Wraith in the first place. I had to like change it to make okay, it's not too bad now. Because the whole like station wagon look, I'm like, you know what? They should just do something different now.
Let's do something else. Put something else on there. Put a Jeep body on it. They haven't done any of those.
That was the thing. They like retooled that whole Wraith 1.9 almost and still made it look the same. Like, sucky. Jesus.
DK says the next mayhem, most expensive truck. I put a Ripper in my VS410. That's a good idea.
I'm just saying, not that hard.
Brit is building their first ever Tamiya kit of Volkswagen van. That's on the MF01, isn't it?
I don't. You could tell me it was any of them, and I would be like,
maybe it's the M06, M06 rear engine. It's a cool one. Good choice. You answer chat questions. It helps.
Yeah. Dale C, thank you, sir. I want to thank both of you guys and your build styles. That also extends to everyone watching. Between videos and people on IG, it gives me inspiration.
Yes, that's the whole reason we do this stuff.
Yes.
Inspire you to build things.
Man, it was, and it was great interaction. The videos, I mean,
yeah, it's doing pretty well.
Yeah,
to be honest, I asked Josh before we released them, I was like, should we do these in like 2 parts? Because mine's almost an hour long. He's like, no, just one big long video.
Yeah. I was like, just do the long video. Like, just me as an actual, like, when I go to somewhere and I like, it's like, oh, I gotta wait for the next one. Like,
yeah. It's like on TikTok when it's always like, stay for part 2, and then you go to their profile and there is no part 2.
It's like, well, I guess I gotta try. I'm not gonna wait. Like, if it's not there already, I'm over it. So I was happy to do it in 1 part, even if they were super long, which was, I mean, I went through it a number of times.
Yeah, you trimmed it down a fair bit.
I
just was like, 1 or 2 passes through, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, mine was
4 hours. 24 hours.
55 minutes long before I had like the conversation parts from either of us, front or rear, any of the bent. So it was like I needed to.
Hey, Sam Barkley, how are you? Should have worn your No Time to Dilly shirt for the video. Yeah, I should have.
That would have been appropriate. RCRVCB. Wow, that is a tough one to say.
RCRVRB. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Traveling through Missouri, seen a billboard today that said, "Best fudge comes from Uranus." Laughed so hard. That is true because that is the name of a town in Missouri.
Uranus, Missouri.
They have the fudge factory there, which all of those things are true.
Incredible. That's incredible. Let's be real. It's Nicole and the cats that get the subs.
Oh, my God.
That's good.
Someone wants to buy your Gladiator.
Not for sale. I like that Gladiator a lot because I don't drive it.
Yeah. Did you steal any parts from it for this build?
No, that one stayed intact. I didn't
just
want
the
to
JL?
muck with that. Yeah, the JL, the original JL got some parts removed. Just the inner fenders, I think, actually.
That was all that you actually took?
Yeah.
That's...
When can we expect the Tamiya documentary? As soon as I get some free time to actually assemble the kit for that documentary.
That will be cool.
The script is ready.
Like,
it just needs to be
how big of a hurry are you
assembled.
in for that? Like, truck came out in the 80s. Like,
1989. I mean, you got people have seen it. It's
TRD.
Been out for a while.
Thanks. Thank you, sir. Love both of the base camp builds. Mine needs to get here. My parts pile for it is out of control and excessive.
Yes. Sounds good. That's exactly what I thought to myself, too.
Yeah, it really... Honestly, kind of going through, I was just like, wow, I spent all of my time on the back end of mine. So it was like, I didn't throw all that many parts at it.
I didn't,
but
other than the honcho cage and
3D printed parts
and inner fenders, there wasn't a lot of like actual
electronics,
parts.
Things like that.
Yeah. Adam Tebben joined the Tamiya Dual Rider Club this week. Not sure if I should be happy or ashamed.
It's one of the best mistakes you can ever make.
Yep. Especially if you have friends with them. Yes. Good. Wes Video got the screenshot of me doing the face with the Rubicon there, so I think we're...
Well, yeah, you got to, I saw that you had a whole pile of parts come in for one of your minis.
I guess is probably a good reason to get into mail call. We can do that real quick here.
Sure, let's do that.
I think I missed a super chat in here. Isogen, thank you very much. Did you see the new Hoonigan Porsche for Pikes Peak? Oh. Heck yeah, I did.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, that thing is beautiful. I know
there's a lot of people who don't like Ken Block or his way to get into things, but
let's just...
That car is amazing.
Ken Block is the best rally car driver who has ever lived.
That's what I heard on the internet, and I believe it wholeheartedly. So
I don't see a lot of Carlos Sainz Sr. Hoonigan style videos. So
I don't even know who that guy is.
Well, clearly you're not a fan of rally racing. In the mid 90s.
Thank you. I spent over an hour today at work watching 24 Hours. Yeah. 48 even, I hope. Both of them.
I hope you watched at least 48 hours worth.
Yeah. So Stephen Williamson as well again. Okay, last one I promise. But I need help with putting a 10-3 portal axles underneath my 1.9 Wraith chassis. My panhard is hitting the pumpkin. Is there any way that I can buy? That's the big thing with offset pumpkin on things made for SCX-10-2s is panhard clearance on that side. You're really kind of hosed, and especially on an SCX-2 since it's plastic, you don't have a lot of options.
No. Just pick up the cat already. Jeez. JC's RCs loved your Mayhem build, but Josh got some bonus points for somehow finding time to film a Matt Caliber slow motion running video of his Desert Truck Edition. Yeah, I was a little surprised by that too. Honestly, I probably could have gone out and shot some running footage on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday because they were all beautiful days. I was just super lazy. I was like, no, I am done right now. I have no more time to be in this room or touch an RC car for a while.
I'm gonna kill her,
but I am gonna do. I'll do a running video. I'll do a running video at some point. Standalone running video. This has been the best series, hands down. Thank you very much, JD's RCs. I appreciate that. MO6 Flower Power on MO5. Okay, got it. So Flower Power was front wheel drive, obviously.
That makes sense.
That's the Tamiya way.
Oh my god, I'll be back.
And yeah, sure. And the MO6 was on the other one. Got it. I really enjoyed the longer video. Okay, thanks, Jay. Yeah, it's sort of hard to gauge what people are going to think of exceptionally long videos, especially in RC. Twisted Metal RC said, I'm inspired to make sure my argon is full.
Nicole's here.
Oh, Nicole's here.
She just said, did he just throw something at my cat?
Yeah, you did, didn't you? You throw, what'd you throw, a toy or a bag? You threw a bag at the cat,
was right next to me. Oh my god. Why did she's never been on? She's never.
Why would she care about this? Yeah, way to go, dude. Long is good, better than wait and binge. I feel you, Mac. Thank you. Love the long 1 hour wrap up. I was a big fan of the long video. I had to take an extra long lunch break to watch both videos. They were great. Matt's never been accused of being super long before. Well, I've got at least 7 or 8 ex-girlfriends who would probably not want to talk to you about me. I don't. Are you friends with any of your exes?
No.
Like, do you talk to any of them?
No.
Me neither. As soon as the relationship was over, that is it. You are gone from my life.
Yeah. I think
there's a
Nicole
reason
gets
it's
along
over.
better with some of them than I do. No.
There's a reason it's over.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Exactly.
I don't like you anymore.
I'm good. So.
The
Michelle
Huda
said,
Pegasus, yeah.
Nicole travels 1,000 miles across the country and now watches over Josh.
She's more interested in you when you're away from each other.
Yeah.
Jay Walker said the TRX4 build-off is what got me to subscribe to the channels. I can imagine the Basecamp build-off will bring in a lot of new people. Yeah, I was checking the numbers, and I've already, like, from that short time alone, I think I gained, like, 40 new subscribers, which is really cool.
I have not checked that.
Yeah.
But
are you guys planning on keeping or flipping these builds? I think Josh already had an offer placed on his.
I had a couple or few today. What a friend of I had a couple Brett in here. Brett
from
Brazen. Camp, he was just like, sell me the base camp, and I was just like, well, you know, like I was just like, I thought he meant like sell him on buying one. I was just like, well, you know, like,
well,
he was like,
pretty
no,
good. No, that
just,
one.
Like he
I want
obviously
that
he's
one.
like, I know what it is. He's like, sell me your. I was like, oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't get any offers. I had one person say, please send it to me, please.
Yep, had that too. Can I have it when you're done? I'm like,
yeah, same guy must have been.
Yeah,
Imagine we both were like, yeah, it's yours now.
Sure.
But
yeah,
you
know
you
what?
have to do
We're
a
just waiting for
video
somebody to
on it.
ask. Like, no one ever
It's
asks.
I've already got it in a box ready. Well, I don't. It's right there. Okay. Let's do mail call here.
Yes, let's do
I
that.
gotta skip through some comments here. Sorry, guys. We're running quick on time here.
I'll go little to big.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I have.
First, I've got the new Power Hobbies 1.0 tires. So,
cool.
They have 2 new tread patterns, and I got both of them: Warrior and Mud Boss.
Mud Boss.
Mud Boss. One word, no space. Mud Boss. But they're large. They're like the size of the little guy racing parts tires.
Oh.
Which I like.
Well, yeah, I know you like them big.
Like them big. Yeah. So I got both of those for the SCX 24s that I work on all the time. Constantly. Never stop.
Uh-huh.
What do you got?
Very good. 2 little packages came this week. The first one from SSD.
Yeah.
And that's funny. I got the wheels that you talked about on the news today.
I saw your post on that. Like the Takeover wheels.
That's what they're called. No, they're called the Toycoma.
Toycoma?
Toycoma. So
I must have projected
a mixture of a few.
I projected.
few words. I'm not saying which ones.
Yeah.
But it's a good-looking wheel. It's very reminiscent of a truck brand in North America and Europe and Asia and the whole world. I'm not sure what truck they would look good on.
Right.
Though. So.
Yeah. Screenshot complete.
Jared Brown, thank you very much. How much for Basecamp? I don't know if I want to sell it. I just finished it. Finished this truck. It's got a lot of expensive stuff in it, so it won't be cheap.
I know.
And Catan also sent me, how apropos, the new Diamond Pro axle kits for the Element.
The Element. Oh, because you got a couple of Element builds coming up.
Hey. Where is it? Hey.
There you go.
So these are going to go on that, which I'm pretty excited about. These Diamond Pro. Pro Diamonds.
With brass third member.
Yes. It's brass.
Next, I got another Spectrum Firma.
Oh, the one you wanted for the base camp build.
Just in time for the base camp build off.
Yes.
Didn't quite make it in time.
Is that the 2850 or whatever it is?
2300, which is the top. That's the top
That's the biggest one, yeah.
So this was what I was going to put in the base camp. I did not end up. I ended up going with something faster, which honestly I think was better.
I think it probably worked out for your build.
I put in my running video where I was sending it, that was that 3100 kV on 4S. So spiced up a little bit. Not recommended by the manufacturer, but obviously.
Don't do what Josh does.
So I've got this for something else.
Yeesh. Ian Turbo TTT. Would you say a base camp would be a good purchase for a starter for a comp truck build for a noob?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not the worst choice you could make, for sure.
It gives you a place to start without having to try and like do the whole piece it together everywhere. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be a competitive truck out of the box, but SCX3 axles are common. So, in competition. So you're not starting with bad parts there.
Nope.
In the end,
transmission
to make a
is
truly competitive truck, you're probably going to end up replacing most of the things, but that's the way. If you need that starting place of a completed truck, then it's super helpful.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
if that's the case, then yes,
totally.
With the understanding that if you're going to try and be truly competitive, you are going to replace almost everything.
Yep. All right, on to my second package of the day. My second and final package. It's not a big week this week, but Furatech sent me a bunch of cool stuff here for the Kyosho Mini Z 4x4.
Yes.
Full motor transmission replacement.
Motor and transmission. Oh.
Sorry, motor. Well, it's a motor mount.
Oh, okay.
For the 4x4 Mini Z 4x4 Kyosho, and then the Furatech Lizard Pro ESC for the same thing.
Yep.
A replacement servo, of all things.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's a slightly larger, better servo.
I can see it.
And then, perhaps most interestingly, new chassis.
The new chassis. I covered that in the news a week or so ago. Because you don't often see that type of option part.
Not for
done for
Mini
Kyosho.
Z.
For the Mini Z.
So this is gonna really make this truck good. All it needs now is a replacement tire.
Oh.
Because these tires are no good.
Have you looked at the enormous power
hobby? I guess it's the wheel that I'm more concerned about. Because it's a very special wheel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It also goes on with a hex bolt instead of a...
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah. But I'm pretty keen to do a little quick little build on that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. And then as far as quick little builds, I got
Oh, you got one of those.
My hammer ray showed up.
And you got the good color.
Yes.
You're so happy. Look at your face. I was praying to the shipping gods at Horizon Hobby. I was just, please send him the green one.
Please. It would have been the joke, because it all stemmed from the fact that I alluded at the colors in the scale news. I got an email from Brian over in Losi. He's just like, laughed out loud at that particular portion of the news. It says,
The green one is
I've got
so
them
bad.
I've got one in stock. I can send you. It's like, okay, as long as it's red. No,
It's a very cool truck. It's a lot of fun.
absolutely is.
Yeah,
So,
it looks awesome on film.
I'm going to put SCX6 wheels and tires on it and turn it into a mud truck.
24-hour build.
Yeah, 24.
Travis Gilmore said, I know those wheels. Billy Ray said, those wheels will look great on the new J Concepts Power Wagon body. We have to talk about that. Are we done with mail call?
That's all I had for mail call.
Okay, let me just get a couple quick comments out of the way. Jared Brown said, I thought I'd ask because they seem to lowball, but not on purpose. Don't stress it. You can start your bids anywhere you like.
If someone doesn't
All
tell
I'll
you
say
a price,
is no.
then, if someone doesn't say a price, then you're not lowballing.
You're not lowballing
on
at all. Yeah,
fault,
exactly.
It's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stephen Williamson had one more. I can't be done. What do you think, Josh, since Matt hasn't been to this area, but what do you think about Axial Fest West location? I did see that the snow has melted up there. And there's been some people in the area. There was one guy specifically who went up there and took a video. He's like, look at this location. And it was by Loon Lake. It's like, well, you're 30 minutes away from where the event is at. You were in the wrong location. It's bad. So, because there is epic terrain in the area. I saw some drone footage from the actual site and I still didn't. So I don't know. It's very treed, so it could be within the trees.
Two separate people asked me if I was going to be at Axial Fest this year. And I don't know for sure. Patina guy asked me specifically, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I've got to kind of wait on Josh's intel.
Yep.
And I also have to check my schedule because I'm looking at July already, and I think it's going to be a busy month for me.
Yeah. I talked to Paul from previously Proline, previously Axial Racing, now Axial Adventure. And I talked to him yesterday specifically because he was like, why'd you come down on us so hard on the Axial Adventure thing?
Just a name. I think it makes sense, if I'm honest.
No, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but it makes sense.
Don't be stupid.
15 years ago.
Stupid. It makes
Why do they
sense.
have to change it now?
Because it's time. They got to make a change. Let's be honest. What has Axial ever done that went fast that was good?
People are like, they were in racing when they started. I'm like, no, they made nitro engines.
They made nitro
savages.
engines for the Savage was
Not
not
for
a racing
racing.
car.
No, they didn't. They were in it for it was because they came from HPI and they sold a bunch of Savages. Like, we need to sell something. Like, hey, make these in green. Like, okay.
Put racing after our name. People would think they're fast.
Yeah. I was like, because it's change and we don't like change. But
it should have been Adventure a long time ago, if I'm honest.
Sure. At that,
or just Axial.
I didn't say it was a stupid name. It's just like, why do it now?
All right.
So,
what should I get my husband? He has a C2 comp and a C1 currently in the works.
looking for a gift?
I
Socks.
presume. Motors. Winches.
Ooh, winches are good.
Winches are a good choice. I like that new comp spec 300 IS.
Yeah. Did you spool it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
I spooled it, and I put a fair lead on the front of the honcho.
You've worked on it since?
Yeah, I have.
I didn't even talk about it, but I put a fair lead on during the build, and there was no time to talk about it. The holes in the bumper, the stock bumper, lined up.
Wow, that's refreshing because they never seem to every other time.
I know. Every fair lead is always different.
Always.
So,
but this worked out pretty well. I put it in the right spot, and nothing. I think it looks pretty good there. Happy with that.
So, yes.
It's fun.
Why not just have it at Loon Lake, start of the Rubicon? Because it's not a place that you can rent like that, probably. possibly. No RV hookup.
Yeah. Oh, your mic is gone. There's no audio.
It's
You're back.
still... Okay.
No, you're back now.
I didn't change anything. But, so anyway, yes, I know Axial started with nitro engines, but they weren't race engines.
Best fuel bottle ever made.
Yeah, exactly.
That was for racing.
Yeah.
The Yeti TT was a race truck, sorta? No, it wasn't. I mean, I think my first comment still stands. What did Axial ever make that went fast that was also good? Yeti consistently broke everything. Yeti TT was the same truck. The EXO, impossible to work on, tend to light itself on fire and melt a little bit.
Little bit.
What else? Rift, too fast. They made it too fast, so you cannot drive it.
The Bomber is good, but not fast. No.
Right? See? I think that question
session.
answers it.
Why no mention of the fire in your video, or was it that you burnt the? Yes, it was.
Oh,
the
he did.
house.
He talked about it.
I didn't really say it was a fire. I just said I torched it. I didn't really get it. Again, it was all trying to edit. I talk a lot.
Oh, yeah. Guys, off camera, he talks even more.
Never stops.
I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. It's midnight. I have to go. I have to go to bed now. Matthew Jorgensen said, Matt, years ago I bought a set of stickers for a honcho that made it look like a Tacoma. I can't remember where I got them, though. I remember that guy, too, but I don't remember where to get them. I'm sure he doesn't make them anymore. I think even A-Main had them, or RPP had them for a while listed. So you can check
really?
them. Maybe, yeah, they may still have it there. Still missing the bucket light. That's right, David. I did not find another one. My extensive collection.
I mean, you had it on there though. It's just like I can't take it off. So,
Everyday Minimalist, hello. How are you? Gotta say, you two inspired me to start a YouTube channel a couple years ago. Well, welcome.
Hey.
Thanks. It's great. I'm glad that these two idiots inspired.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Like, well, if they can do it, I can do better than that. Like,
oh, yeah. God. I'm sure he's got a great channel, too. I'm going to go check it out after this. Moose Jaw, possible to make the hammer ray with locking diffs.
Yes.
Yeah. You could. Well, it's possible to lock any differential if you put enough junk in there.
Well, you can just buy the locking.
Yeah,
diff.
you can buy lockers for that. I do believe.
They're
But
the same as the twin hammer.
I don't know that I would. And I say that because it already exhibits a lot of traction roll at any speed. So locking the diffs is only going to exacerbate that. It's
Well, that way
going
you just if they're locked, you can keep them spinning, you see.
Right.
That's
Well,
the goal.
yeah, I guess the rear, maybe lock the rear. Leave the front open. Try that.
I lock everything. It's all.
Yeah. DK's Rift was the best three-wheeler I've ever owned. Yeah, that's true. Always lifting that.
Just
lifting
hail
that one up.
Praise.
Hail to the chief. What's Slow Don? Hey, Slow Don. How you doing, pal? Thanks very much. Hi, Matt. Really liked the base camp build that you used. Parts on hand was a nice twist. Here's a little to help restock. I don't know where to get a honcho cage anymore. They don't sell it separate.
Oh, really?
You have to buy it with the body now.
Oh, no kidding.
At least that's the way I saw it on Horizon's site. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that could be true. That's interesting. And we did find out. Was it Phoenix who said in the mod chat today that is the SCX, the original honcho?
That's the original honcho cage
because it has the spare tire hole.
Because you can actually put the spare tire in it. The SCX-10-2 was just a smaller, narrower cutout, and you couldn't put anything back there.
Right.
Couldn't even fit your bike in it.
What? Which you were talking about 419s, because the original honcho came with 425s.
Yeah,
because it came with
that's right. It
flat
was a
irons.
flat iron. Yeah.
When axial kits used to come with Proline tires before they were owned by the same company.
They would have to get the box, open the box, and put the tires in. And ship
I'm
the
not
box
sure if
back
that's how
out.
that worked.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not true. Honcho cages for sale all over eBay. All right, I'm sure they're still available. I'm not saying they're not. I just couldn't find the part number for them separate.
Let's see. Was the rear axle garbage or okay? I mean, in all the video that you saw, it's still this axle. It doesn't look good. It, I mean, it looks real bad. Like, but I mean, if I was going to take bets on where it was going to break,
Right there.
I'd say your money is safe in this general vicinity. But I mean, at this point, it's still going. So, one other thing, I saw him check in. Scale Metal Supplies checked in on.
Hey.
I did use a lot of. I had mentioned I used the fixture table. I didn't get to mention it in the video. I had it.
You
and
showed it.
Out.
I saw it.
Used his tabs for the shock mounts, and also the spare tire mount, which is buried in there as well. But very handy. I really like that fixture table.
Yep. It's good stuff. Any more 24-hour build-offs planned for the future? We don't have anything in the works currently, but there's no shortage. I had a great time on this one. I'm happy to do it again, just not next weekend.
It's a lot easier to plan around them than it is. For that,
Rebecca was extremely patient. I will say that.
Nicole was not present.
Yeah, see, you made it easy. You're like, when is Nicole away? Let's do it then. Not that it matters.
She would have.
Not that it matters.
I think she almost would have been back, but I don't remember. Either way, yeah, it was so much easier. One weekend, it's in and it's done.
Yeah,
because
it's true.
When we do
budget
monthly,
build-offs.
Oh God.
Budget build-offs. Mayhem.
Budget build-offs, while they're longer, honestly, they're not as intensive as because it's like a how-to. It's like, oh, we're doing this and this and this. It's the monthly mayhems that it's really like a 24-hour build that I obsess over for a month.
This is essentially, that's a monthly mayhem build right there in terms of like the amount of stuff that was done to it in 24 hours.
I would have continued at that pace for a whole month.
Okay, pal. What are your guys feeling on the build quality of the MST DC-1? Thinking of getting one, but never owned an MST. I've built a few MSTs.
Which one's the DC-1?
That's the van.
That's the DL one.
Is it? I don't know what the DC-1 is then.
I don't know what the DC-1 is either.
One moment.
I'm Googling as well.
Oh, that's the Defender or the Land Rover-ish Discovery one.
Oh, it'll probably break down. I wouldn't buy it.
Oh, well, it's a Land Rover. No, don't listen. It's going to be, that's probably the same underneath as the CFX, right?
CFX or CFXW.
Yeah.
It is the CFX WS.
WS.
So it's the Portal version.
Speed. Portal Edition, Speed Edition.
Oh, it's got new axles under it that are styled to be more appropriate.
Disco. Yeah. So D.
I will say that MST does a fantastic job with bodies. The best, almost.
Yep. Their construction of their chassis is not the best, but it's also not the worst.
It's not the worst. I agree.
They're good trail trucks.
I hate when you say that. God. Don't buy it unless you just have to have something that looks like that and you just want it to be simple. Otherwise, buy the body and put it on
anything
else.
Yep.
Honestly, or buy it and maybe you're more patient.
You know what? You'll be fun. It'll be a fun build. You'll have fun with it. And it'll look good when it's finished. Matt, do you still have your 5th-gen Forerunner? No, I sold that, and then that man sold that to one bad Jeep Bruiser.
Mike has it.
Yeah, Mike's got every build that I think Richard or I have ever done.
All paths lead to Mike.
Yeah, eventually, if he wants it, he's gonna get it. There's a Richard did an FJ55 crawler with like a cage, the green one that I eventually got from him.
That's been a long time ago.
Topless, Pitbull Rock Beast. It was a great looking truck. And I bought it from him. And then I sold it to Jeremy Fish, who lives in Australia. And I shipped it to Australia. Actually, I didn't buy it from Richard. I bought it from somebody who bought it from somebody who drove it at the bottom of a lake.
Oh,
okay. Then I refurbished it, sold it to Jeremy in Australia, and then Jeremy sold it to Mike back in Long Island, New York. So that's the most traveled SCX-10 ever, I believe.
I mean, got to be close.
It's hilarious.
Oh, man. There's been a few that I've seen, like really, like back in the day, especially when builds, they were on the forums, and there wasn't all that many that were super prominent. So the ones that people who wanted, they would travel around a bit. But that sounds like a lot of hands for.
Yeah, it's been through a number of hands. That is true. Mutstumbo or Mutstumbo or Mutsumbo. I'm not sure. Different ways that username could be said. You both did such a great job on the builds. Very enjoyable watches for me. Seems as both of you had moved a little bit out of your usual builds. I don't know that I would say that last part. I feel like these are very much like if you put them on a bench and said, okay, these two idiots over here, they built them. Which one of these idiots built which one of these trucks? And I think 9 times out of 10, people would go, well, that guy built that one. For sure.
I think there would be 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I think there would be zero doubt at that at all. There was a number of things that we each did that, I mean, the fact that I went tiny tire and you didn't.
That's a little different. Yeah. That's a little different.
That part of it was interesting. Mm-hmm. The fact that my windows were more clear than yours.
Yes, I know. I was like, surely I still have a can of nitro fuel here from the Kyosho Burnout Challenge.
Ours probably averaged to about the same because I only cleared 3 of the 5 of the 6.
Yeah, I cleared all the windows. All of mine you can see through-ish.
I didn't have time to do the other ones.
There, you can see the interior. Don't worry about it. It's in there.
Yeah. And then my interior is just one very heavy coat of black paint. While Matt's is all like, the drivers are detailed separately. But then you can see into mine and you can't see into his.
If you look really close, you can tell that they're in there.
It's a good thing you painted them white so that you could.
Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't see them at all. But yeah, aside from tire choice, I don't feel like these are really out of our wheelhouse, if I'm honest.
The fact that I went like pre-runner, that I don't think that I've ever built a pre-runner.
I can't tell you how many times I put a honcho cage in the back of something that didn't have a honcho cage. I've done that a lot.
Have you? Okay.
Oh, yes. It went on the... Oh, no, wait. It was on the honcho build-off because that was a honcho.
Yeah. That was
Jeep Speed. Jeep Speed.
Oh, you put one in the back of the Cherokee. I remember that.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But I did a pre-runner style with spare tires, which is not things that I normally do. But beyond that, a caged bed, kind of on brand.
Yeah, a little bit. And it says Harley on the side of it, as Wes just told me.
Yeah, dang it, that's a giveaway. I think Matt's put my name on the side of his own trucks a number of times. So
It's true. I just, you know what? I'm such a fan. Such a giant fan. It looks like they're hotboxing. Yeah.
yeah,
Are they partaking of herb? Yeah. Yeah. A few people have said that. I don't know what to do now because I've already painted it. I guess what I could do is I could cut the windows slightly so it looks like they're down.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. They vape heavily.
Should just put a Subaru sticker on the side.
Oh, zing.
Boom. Slow
37
down,
is also a Joshism. That's true.
Yep, that is.
My
Hey
favorite
Josh, as
number.
usual, I was amazed by the creativity and fabrication. You beat me to the clear window jab. Zing, Matt. Here's a little for your gas.
Speaking of gas, since I got back from Alabama, which was over a month ago, guess how many times I've bought gas?
0, I bet.
That's correct. 0.
You're gonna go.
So
you're gonna have
great.
old gas in that, and then you're gonna actually have an issue for the first time ever.
Yeah, because if you don't use the gas, it goes into form mode, which is like a fuel oil regeneration mode.
Yeah.
Revitalization mode or something. So it forces you to use gas.
Oh.
And it has to get the like engine oil to a certain temperature and everything to like flush the system. So yeah, every once in a while I do fire up the gas engine just to like flush it out a little bit, but haven't bought gas. And in fact, I haven't even noticed it on the electric bill.
I mean, that's. I'll give you that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's because you don't drive anywhere.
No, I've been driving like every day.
Okay.
Places.
How far? Places.
Like no more than 30 kilometers a day.
That's still more than okay. Hey, I'll give you that then.
Yep.
So,
pretty good.
Yeah, Matt
Wait,
has to drive.
how are
drives
you
off
not-
to brunch every day?
Yeah, I got a lot of brunches to go to. Wait, how are you not using gas? It's because I have a 4xe.
He got the new Jeep 4xe, so he uses the electric mode.
Electric motor.
Yeah.
Still has more torque. It's the second most powerful Jeep you can buy right now.
Interesting.
392 is the only one that beats me.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Well, yeah.
I'll give you that. Let's say it's
I'll tell you what.
electric motors. I think we're each a fan in our own ways, but
Yeah, they work pretty well.
yeah, I've got some.
Yeah.
I still don't know that I'm ready. I could see owning an electric car, all electric, maybe, but
Well, I see. That's the thing. I don't know that I'm ready for that all the way yet.
I think I could do it.
It's
would
a
work
lot.
fine.
It would work for me too, except when I wanted to do something like drive to Alabama.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to have it as my only vehicle. But
See, that's the thing, and I'm not about to. I'm not.
you're able to do a one vehicle household.
Yeah, exactly.
So
If we were to get like another vehicle right now, it'd be full electric.
right, and that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I could daily that almost.
Yeah. What about the Trackhawk? I'm not talking about all Jeeps. I'm just talking about Wranglers. The second most
The real
powerful
Jeeps.
Wrangler. Real Jeeps. None of those other ones are real.
Solid axle.
Yeah. Made in America. With Italian parts. What do you think about your carry-all RC backpacks? Love it.
I've
it.
only used mine once since I got back from Alabama, at least with the new one.
Yeah, I've been using mine a fair bit, actually. Take it out because it carries everything.
I just haven't really had events to go to. So, and I have like my daily carry backpack, which I don't use that one for. I have a very, like, my regular backpack is like my purse.
Your man purse.
It's got all
Your
my
merce.
things in it.
Is it like a shoulder bag? Are you one of those kids?
No, it's a regular backpack.
Okay. That's even lamer. Both shoulders? Single shoulder.
You can't two-strap it.
Everyone's two-strapping it now. All these kids are two-strapping it.
Don't fall. No peer pressure. Like, no, this is peer pressure. Love that movie.
It's such a great movie. I like the second one. I think I like the second one even more.
I don't,
because they made so many references to it being the second time around. Just do exactly what you did the last time.
I'm 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, in case you
didn't know what we were talking about.
Great movies.
Chainsaw says, I live alone and have 3 vehicles. Hey, look, I would have a lot more vehicles. I just don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah, the only reason I don't have more now is because it's California.
You filled your garage with tools.
Yeah, exactly. There's that. Now I'm trying to add more vehicles. I just don't have room, so I'm just getting smaller ones.
Right.
Like 3-wheel, gas-powered tricycle. I'll take it.
I think it's Sturdy Hell Rider. Wow, I'm seriously still shocked. It's because it's a plug-in hybrid, so I don't have to. It's not like a regular hybrid. I just plug it in and then I can drive on electric power. Do you get ESC wine with the 4xe? Yeah, it actually makes a lot of noise. But it's like the white noise generation. So it's just sort of like... just so you can hear it so people don't get hit by it. Otherwise, it would be dead silent. The loudest noise when you're driving around is tire noise.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Even with stereo. Just with the stock tires.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're grippy.
Grippy. Yeah.
They're grippy tires.
I would have a hard time with that part of it. A number of my coworkers have either hybrid or electric cars now, and it is actually, let's see, 4 of my coworkers, which we're not a big company. So
no, you're not.
Most of the front row of our of our shop is we got a Tesla, Corolla hybrid.
Who's driving the Tesla?
Daniel, the ex cardboard bitch.
Oh, now, the new cardboard bitch.
No, he's the ex cardboard bitch. Now he's my citizen. Citizen what? Bitch. So,
oh my god.
Citizens and machines. Swish machines.
Oh right.
Then a Corolla hybrid, a Avalon hybrid, and a Lexus CT
400H. 200H.
Little
400. It's 400.
Is it? Okay.
Pretty sure.
I think you're wrong. 200H. Boom.
There is a 400H though.
This is not a 400H. This is a 200H.
I stand corrected.
Buck Dandy, thank you, sir.
I like the 200H.
Hello from Main Street, USA, in Walt Disney World.
Walt Disney World.
Ugh, the crowds love
Yuck.
Build. so Buck Dandy of you. Oh my God, I've never been to any of the Disneys.
I went to Magic Kingdom when I was 12, and maybe I was a little bit older, 13 maybe. And I wanted to desperately go to Epcot Center or MGM Studios or, any other cool parts of those parks. And my dad was like, well, me and my new wife, we already went to those. Yep.
I'm sad for you.
I hope I brought everybody down with that little nugget.
Oh, damn it.
So even at that young age, I was like, all right, I know where I stand. I know how I rate in this relationship.
I always wanted to go to Nickelodeon Studios when I was little.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Now though, being the YouTube traveler that I am, and the fan of some of the odd YouTube channels that I enjoy, like Bright Sun Films, and his his explanation of how absolutely awful some of those places were. Like the slime and like the like what would they pie people with? Like how that like stuff would just like get places and then be super hot Florida weather and just bake and fester and it smell terrible.
So bad. I love that guy's channel. He does the best stories on abandoned and like unused theme park stuff.
Yeah, defunct, abandoned, all the
so
just
good.
buildings that never were they can just forever under construction. I've learned so many things about places.
Yeah. So good. And that was the first story he told the therapist. No.
Yeah.
I've self-medicated myself through my relationship with my father. Oh, Dad. And that's why Matt has a bodysuit of tattoos.
And no kids. Like, nope.
I won't be doing that to them.
Yeah. How to prevent this?
Hey, Rebecca, you don't want to have kids, do you? No? Great. Let's get married.
Solid.
Perfect. Because I've got some stories to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
To be fair, though, on that same trip, I was also the bat boy for the Blue Jays at spring training for a week. So, trade-offs. You don't get to go to any other Disney park, but you get to go do this.
But go work at this thing.
Oh, yeah, wait, that was a job.
Yeah.
Never got paid for that.
We're going to get free tickets. So
I think he said that it was a contest that he had won, but I'm really in my older age, I'm like, was it though? Or was this like some favor that you got given to you from, I don't know.
Wouldn't it be cooler if it was?
A contest?
No,
yeah.
The other way.
Oh, the other way. Yeah.
Like, I know a guy. Like, that's a...
I sold this man weed. No. It's not.
Do you come from an empire of...
It's not my dad.
You sit on a throne of lies.
He was not that. Scale Studio, thank you for the 5 British monies. And thank you. So we must have ordered...
Are those pounds or euros?
Question. Pounds, my friend, pounds.
Thank you. Thank you, Scale Studio.
Do you get ESC wine? That's what his question was. It's an Outrunner. It's got the new Holmes V2, so the BEC is a lot stronger.
So,
my dad sold them shower curtain rings.
I don't get that reference.
You don't get that reference? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Ooh, I've seen that movie, but that was a very long time ago.
Oh, that movie is so good. Oh, my God, that's so good. That's great. Serious question. I can kind of understand, but I got to ask, why are the Vanquish branded axles so expensive? I'll let Josh handle this one.
Because they're CNC'd from a block of aluminum, of good quality aluminum here in the U.S. So it goes with all of the things. If you want better quality materials, and it's made in the U.S. So if none of those things are important to you, then that's one of the things. But if they are, I can also show you some product options.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, better clearance compared to other designs, better tolerances. The design of where a lot of the other parts end up coming from is also a thing.
'Cause they're America.
Things like that. Did you guys see the new Proline Chevy pre-runner body tees? Gerald? No, I did not.
I put that up today on my stories.
What was it on Proline's Instagram?
Here, I've got it right here for you. Boop.
Hey, look at that. With a honcho bumper.
Is it a honcho bumper?
That is a honcho bumper. Even
I don't think it is.
Is it not?
Oh, yeah, it is.
You literally used one 96 hours ago. And
I was like, that doesn't look like a honcho bumper. But you know what? It kind of looks like a honcho bumper. But it doesn't...
You can see the recess for where the aluminum panels should be on the side.
I know,
and the bolt holes. It's the exact same.
It's the exact same bumper, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
But what's interesting to me about that post... Let's just go to that post for a moment, okay? Hang on. Going to it.
Oh.
Go to the hashtags. Yeah. Go to the hashtags.
Going to the hashtags is, let's see, 2015 Chevy Silverado. Yes.
Yeah.
Rock Crawler, Rock Crawling, Axial Adventure. Oh, that's
Pre-runner.
that's their new name.
Chevy Pre-runner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Axial Adventure. So, big fent. What are they putting this on?
Well, in the photo, it's on an old SCX-10-2 because you can see it's got the
you can
molded,
see the steering molded rack, right?
the molded,
or the molded
steering tie rod
link.
that it used to have,
Yeah.
and a centered axle housing.
Right.
And I'll just show for my stream in case you don't have Instagram in front of you. Basically shows you this, but it's a, you can scroll over to see the other half. So,
Checkered Pass goes literally one behind you. The bumper.
Yeah. I haven't seen a Honcho bumper in person in well, not that long, but
Shut up.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
The reason, I mean,
it's interesting.
It's just interesting because you don't see pre-runner styled things all that often in like our scale truck world like this. You see them in slashes and things like that all the time, but not necessarily usually as fitting for. Granted, I just did one, which
Sturdy Hellrider. Just watched you guys videos again. Noticed neither of you talked about the electronics or motor you used at all. False. We both talked about the motors and ESCs. False.
Yes. I actually said two different ESCs because I was going to use the Mamba X, and then I ended up finding an RX4. And so, yeah, I did talk about it, though. Talked that I put a Tekin 3100 kV and an RX4 in it.
I put a Mamba X and a Castle 1900 kV 4-pole.
Yes.
But we did talk about that. 100%.
There was just a lot of things to talk about. So
they were long videos, so I don't fault you for missing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
Hey, Reefs RC's checking in. Sharif, hi, how are you? Hello, gents. Great job on the 24-hour smiley face. A-okay. Thank you, and thanks for those servos and the winches. Servo winch is awesome. I like it's a lot faster than the other one.
Oh, because you were using the 800 before.
That's right.
And this is the comp spec.
So this is the comp spec one. It's meant for comping.
Yes. I like it as well. I have it in a different truck that I've actually used. I hadn't used the winch in this one yet, but
I've used it.
I spooled it up. Used it the other one.
I spooled it up, put the line on it, everything. It's great.
Yeah. Proline did the Ranger body with the pre-runner fenders. I know that, and I almost looked at putting those pre-runner fenders on this truck at the time, and I just for one didn't have time, and then it was just I would have had to try to either paint them a color that I had to paint them at all.
That's not Josh.
Yeah,
that's on another channel.
So yeah, either way, that's interesting to see that little sneak peek.
Yeah, I'm curious about what's going on in the back. If it's a pre-runner.
I know. I wonder if it's like a dual tire spare thing with a cage that goes around.
I bet you it's exactly what you did, only plastic.
You're right. That's what would happen when someone like would post the video like we posted, and then they release that. See, they just stole my idea. Like,
yep.
Or they've been working on it for 9 months. You know, either way, one or the other probably happened.
You're welcome, Proline.
Yeah.
Because we invented pre-runners.
So I have a VS410 chassis kit. What links would I need to throw on a spare set of 10.3 portals under it? Thanks for your help. I don't know that for sure because I haven't done that myself. And I would have to be able to really check that. Probably something I should do. Maybe I'll try and do that here soon. Maybe I'll take the portals off of this put the straight axles on it, and then figure out what it would take to put the 10.3 portals on the VS4. Maybe I'll do that one of these nights. And then if it needs extra links, maybe I'll make a link set and put it on the site.
So y'all going to do a 6-hour mayhem with the CX-24? Cute.
So that was a question that came up on my stories today, though.
Yeah, I just got 2 other people asking about that, too. My response is no. No, thank you. We already did a build off with the SX24, and I feel like you can't do it twice.
I know what I don't think that it would be the same, because obviously with Mayhem it's wide open. There's no budget. You can do whatever you need to. You can do whatever you want. Just tear it.
But I would do that. I would do this again. I would just do this.
So,
but in 24 hours.
My side of it is that I know I try.
It's got a honcho cage on the back.
Oh my God, I know. I don't think that the 24 scales really lend themselves to that great of custom builds.
No.
The custom builds for 24 scales it's like 3D printed this, or real low slung chassis that, or, put a model body on it. I don't know. I just don't think they're that great of a platform for that type of thing. I'm not saying that they're not fun rigs and you can't make them your own in your own way and however you want to do that. I've obviously done it and had fun doing it, but I don't think that they're the same type of, they lend to the same type of quality custom build is what I meant. That
it's harder to do because the pieces are smaller.
Well said. Jesus Christ.
Requires working with smaller pieces. Your hands are this big. But these trucks are very small.
To win the game, you really have to score more points than the other team.
Sounds about right, Cotton.
I can't.
Big dude, I don't know how to tell you this any other way, sturdy Hell Rider. We definitely both talked about the ESCs and the motors and the specs. I guarantee you.
Yes.
Swear to God.
Are you only watching the live video, maybe?
Oh, maybe. I mean, there is a full hour-long video that I did that has it in there. I promise.
Could be that. But yes, otherwise we both did talk about it. Mine 100%. Was towards the very end, because I had like this frantic look in my face saying, I gotta find this, I got a motor here. It's a rock. Mine was done in the first 20 minutes of the video. I can tell you that much for sure, because it was one of the first things I did after I cleared the windows. There you go. Yes, mine was much more towards the end.
Do an Orlando Mayhem build off in 4 hours.
I would
throw that thing right in the garbage.
It would be an hour-long video of it in a blender for me.
It would be,
and I just maintain eye contact with the camera the whole time. The smile would just get bigger the longer that it went.
Jeremy Kilburn, thanks for checking in. I sent him a body today.
Oh, the Defender.
Mm-hmm. Which means I'm done the review and the running video of the BRX-02 from Boom Racing. I just haven't edited it yet. I've been busy.
Yes.
Maybe next week for that one.
Nice. I've got 5 videos that I have to put out in the next 3 weeks, I think.
Holy cow. 5 videos.
Including the news. So.
In the next how many weeks?
Maybe it's 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks.
So what are they?
I don't know. I just have to be 5 of them.
Man, I got to do 8 videos this week. I don't know. They're just videos.
You know what? This is what happens when you do brand deals now.
This one's brought to you by Bridge Wallet.
Yep. Listen, we got to follow.
Thanks for watching.
Going on. We need 5 videos in this time frame. I get it. No problem.
I'm your man. Why don't you guys do a custom build of trucks you see in your real life? Well, Josh sees a lot of car accidents, so maybe he could just do a few of those.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it's the blender scene. For those that don't know or don't follow my Instagram stories, there's a lot of car accidents by my office.
Josh lives on the most dangerous street in Sacramento.
There. I work there.
Oh yeah, yes. Right.
It has to be top 10 at a bare minimum.
Yeah.
There was one today, and then while they were working on cleaning it up, a car
another one
fire truck.
Only in Sacramento.
Yeah. Okay.
Do a build off over brunch. I like that idea.
Ooh. Waffle trucks.
At Waffle House.
Ooh. I feel that should be a thing.
That should be a thing. Next build off, we have to build a truck at the restaurant.
That's right.
Or you have to do the build, but like in your normal day. So like you go to work, you go out for lunch. Yeah, that's true. Harder for me.
Yeah.
Actually, not really. I work from home mostly, so.
Yeah. Yes, I did use 30% nitro fuel to remove the paint from the window.
Yep.
So yeah, I really liked the 24-hour thing. I've said that a bunch of times, and I think that I think that it works well with new releases, especially, of course. But I don't think that it has to be waiting for that all the time. I think that there's options, but I think they just have to come to us.
Yeah, it's got to be organic. We talk about stuff all the time.
Yeah,
there's some wacky stuff.
One recently that is ridiculous, but kind of awesome.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. But if they're like, we're in, then we're obviously going to do it.
Oh, exactly. So,
but we still have that's one half of it. We have to figure out the other half, which is who's going to give us the parts to do it.
I know. I think we just leave it wide open. Yeah, figure the rest of it out. And it's on your own. Hey, Josh, cool shirt. Where'd you get it? So this isn't the LaserNut RC shirt. This is an actual LaserNut t-shirt. And I got it when I went to go ride in the actual truck. Flex.
Ooh.
What?
Here's your shirt. Congratulations.
So UC Fab was going to build him a replica. So he was like, well, we should probably come down and take some photos and took pictures, and maybe we should go out and ride in it. So went out, and he took us in the LaserNut car and their bomber, and we went to Laser Town and then drove across the desert real fast.
Sweet.
It was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It was.
Pete Holy, awesome job on the builds, guys. Thanks for making the base camp so much less meh.
What was his name?
Pete Holy. Just be nice.
I thought I did not hear what you said.
Oh, you thought I said P Holy?
Yes.
Rude.
I thought someone was trying to...
Seafart fire truck us, you mean?
Yes.
I think you need to walk into a normal restaurant and just start unpacking the kit all over the table.
Just
and streaming it without ordering anything.
No,
you gotta order food. You gotta order food.
Oh yeah, I'm ordering food for sure. And
100%.
How odd would that be to them though, in like the world now of TikTokers and things like that? Like just regular like influencers doing, like they'd just be like, whatever, man. I just work at Applebee's. I don't care.
Just hurry up, and I hope you leave me a good tip.
Yeah. Maybe if you started with the tip, be like, here's the tip.
Look,
this has nothing to do
whatever I order, it's going to be 25% tip today. Okay?
That's not
just
enough.
Let me stay here for 8 hours. Build this. Do you have a place where I can paint? Well, which section is the paint booth area? Do you have a 3D printer? You don't? What kind of restaurant is this?
Whole different meaning of booth or table. Booth,
This whole thing writes itself.
yeah. Could you
Done.
do it sly though?
Oh, like under the table, like just under the what is it? Tablecloth.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I-
table apron.
I don't go to places with tablecloths.
No.
Maybe
Well, then you'll have a problem.
Are you done with that menu? No, thank you. I'm not. Just having it set.
I haven't finished the maze yet.
Do you have more crayons? I need to do the other side of this body.
A bar should make a decent bench. Yeah, maybe a bar would be a better place. You get there early. You get there around 2 or 3 o'clock when they're just opening up.
Ooh.
And then you're there for like...
Yeah. The problem
And
is
you're
like,
like-
you'd be like halfway into the kit and just being...
It'd be so dark.
No. You're sitting at a bar. Like, yeah, I'll have another. It's fine. By the time you're page 4 of the manual, you're just seeing...
This kit's trash, you balonies. You know what I hate about you?
Oh, my God.
You and this whole operation. You make me want to
Mayhem
wrench.
Ghost. Thank you, sir. Great job on the build, boys. Loved the pre-renter concept, Josh. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just glad that it's done and I got to go to sleep. I was so ready for I grabbed beer when we were done at the store after my running and I sat down and I was useless the rest of the night.
Did you see all of my my little interludes?
Yes. I was like, how did you, for what, you went in, it's a great segue. You put on your eye mask, which I'm sure you use because
Obviously I do. I like a blackout, man. I like it to be dark. I live in the city. It's not dark here. It's bright all the time. I've got a light right outside of my window.
But you went to Rebecca and you're like, okay.
Film this. No, it was her idea. It was her idea.
God.
She's like, I'm going to film you getting ready for sleep. I'm going to film you drinking a beer. I was like, all right, let's do it. $5, get out of here.
The beer one, I thought you might have been able to set up a tripod, but
No.
She's still. The interludes were great. You're so much better at filmmaking than.
It might be all of my 20 plus years in the film industry.
Oh, there could be that. I don't know. Something about it. Like there's just a little bit of like, yeah.
There's some great ideas for builds in places. One of the workers at Taco Bell yesterday was spray painting in the parking lot. Maybe they were building a kit.
Were they spray painting this part or they were just spraying into a bag?
Oh, terrible. The kitchen has a hood in any good restaurant, right? Like a fire hood, so you can spray paint in there.
Do I know anyone who owns a restaurant?
Make a cage out of the utensils. Josh is in there with his welder, and he's like he's TIG welding forks together. All right, here's my bumper.
I legitimately. So I had a fire during the build, right?
Yes.
I almost had another fire, I think.
Oh?
Yeah.
When was this?
During the running.
Oh, no. Is it because your motor's not supposed to go to 4S?
No. It was because I was jumping it and hooning around as such. And that battery tray, kind of goes, hi, Nicole.
I mean, nothing.
No, nothing.
He was just recreating a story I was telling earlier, Nicole, when you weren't
Yeah.
watching.
So I heard this story about a guy. And
He was driving a truck like mine.
the battery tray in there, and I was jumping, landing. Some secret to filmmaking, even on my amateur level, not all of the running looks as good as the shots that are used.
Of course.
There were a couple of times that I maybe took some hard hits. And then I was
Also,
just like,
when you're driving in slow motion, you have to drive faster than you think.
oh, I use all the speed all the time.
Obviously. I know
Always.
there's only one setting on throttle.
So then I was like, that's a weird sound that this truck has made. And I stopped, pulled over, and I realized that the battery had come out of the strap, and the spur cover in general just seemed like it was getting in the way of the interior.
Oh my God.
So I decided not to use it.
Oh boy.
And this started arguing with it, which it was.
Oh yeah.
It really only
I
got
can
into
see that.
the shrink tubing, I think. But maybe a little past it. So I
Could
think
have gotten worse.
So I kept it in the lipo bag since then because I'm
In the house. Good choice.
Safety first.
Go to a pool hall and rent a table, and then just use that as your workbench.
You know, they get awfully picky about the felt.
Yeah, they get really cranky when you spray oil all over it. Oh, here's actually, oil might be fine here. Build it in a strip club.
They're so dark, at least on TV.
When I've seen them in movies and popular programs. Hi, Nicole.
In pop culture, they're portrayed in a very dark. I think that's because they're meant to be seedy.
Strip club, yes, has glitter for your paint. Come over here, Candy. Crystal, make your way over here for a moment. I'm just gonna rub this body up against you. Oh, actually, this way.
Crystal, Methany.
Thank you.
How are you?
Darla. Candy. I said Candy already. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
The 24-hour logo that screamed at me. That's what made it intense already.
Oh, So Matt sent me the intro. He's like, here's the intro.
Here's the intro for you.
Monthly Mayhem one adjusted for 24 hours. Like, cool. And then I didn't download it until last night when I was doing the editing for the video. And I played it. I was like, jeez. And I laughed out loud to myself. And then I got on the group chat and I was like, ah.
Yeah, I was
so
like,
good.
I'm going to make it really fast because it's a condensed Monthly Mayhem. And I really want to make sure people see the 24-hour thing. So I'm just going to make that as loud and as distorted and as shaky as possible.
Oh. So good.
John Kavanaugh goes, sparkly and smells like strawberries. Did I tell the stripper story?
About the Camaro or Mustang?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I told that on the live stream or I told that to you guys at Nationals. I think it was at Nationals. And I'm getting a lap dance, as one does. This was back in the day when we went to the Rippers and took clients.
To the what?
Rippers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or the Peelers, whatever you want to call it. It's the Rippers. It's the Rippers here. And she's about to, do her thing, or she's doing her thing. And she's like, I guess she was trying to like engage with me and like cars and guys and strippers. It's all like
She was asking the engagement question for the YouTube comments.
Yeah, exactly. She goes, "What kind of car do you think I drive?" And I'm like, I'm not really into it because I'm not enjoying myself all that much. And I go, I don't know, like a 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse. And she's like, no, a 1965 Mustang. And I went, no, you don't. No, you don't. Is this song over?
You drive something with T-tops. I guarantee it.
And good night to you, madam.
I said good day.
Big. There's some good ones here. Green Saturn.
Yeah. That's the Pirate 4x4 joke. Love it.
Yeah. Big Ultima energy. Oh yeah, that stripper owns an X-Max for flying cars too.
I swear, I can't. I'm really just trying to think of where I can build a kit out in public. I can't.
Oh
I
man,
can't hardly record a
How about
clip
at the
of a video
mall?
in front
We
of
could
you.
go to the mall and build it in the food court.
Oh my god. I don't have social anxiety, I would say, if I'm blending in with society. But if I'm like sticking out I don't think I would feel very embarrassed. I get embarrassed easily is the thing.
You do?
Very easily. Nicole does it to me on purpose all the time. Now, I don't know if she does it on purpose, actually. I'm just kidding. She just knows that I do. I get embarrassed easily.
I would not have taken you for that person. Oof. See, I find myself, especially with the RC car hobby, when I am out with a truck, I'm never more embarrassed than I am doing that by myself.
Yep.
So like if I run into people hiking or walking and they're like, oh, look at this cute little truck. Yeah. I'm like, hi. And I just,
Yeah. Honestly.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah. Which it doesn't make it better.
That doesn't help. Doesn't help.
They're like, yeah, my 9-year-old does that too.
No, they don't. Not like this.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
I bet he has more followers too.
Yeah, probably. He only plays Fortnite. The RC side has helped me more than anything. Because like back in Kansas City, we used to have to, Kansas City, not great for rocky terrain. Mm-hmm. So you had to just use the terrain that you had. And it was in locations that obviously just made me very uncomfortable a lot of the time. There was one at like softball fields, and it'd be like in the middle of softball tournaments. So there's just softball moms all over, and kids, and like kids are like interested in it, and I'm just like,
that's the thing. That's the thing that I really have the biggest problem with is kids.
Trying not to attract the attention of kids. Like,
I don't go away. No,
I understand why it looks like this. I just don't want anything to.
You can't drive it. Please stay away from me. Your parents, no. Just. I'm like, if I see kids in the areas where I usually drive trucks, I'm like, nope, not going there today. So, I will film this tomorrow.
When I was filming this truck, I was filming in an area of new construction, loose dirt, things like that. I was like, oh, this will be good. And this like freaking Kia Soul is pulling up next. There's nobody else around. And all of a sudden a Kia Soul is just like driving up next. And I don't have a super approachable face, especially if I don't want to have it. Like if I'll just, especially if I have a truck, like I'll just stare back, like, stop looking at me. Like, go. Like, I'll try and look unapproachable. And then I realized that they were actually security. To, like, keep people from stealing construction stuff and things like that. So
I've had run-ins with similar people, too.
My super unapproachable face. And then that, like, the combination was just, like, kind of a weird... And he was driving by at, like, a half a mile an hour.
Yeah.
And I was just looking, and then I realized it was security at the last minute. I was like, oh, shit. And I had the tailgate down on the Gladiator because I had the truck, and I was setting it up. And he kind of came by, and that's when he could then see it. And then he was like, he picked it up to like 1 mile an hour.
Right.
To like keep driving past. Then he like drove to the end of this very short street and just like turned around and parked. I'm like,
yeah.
Now I either got to film. And for one, filming while driving a fast RC, I already walk funny. Like, I've got a weird walk. I have a much weirder run, especially when holding a GoPro low.
Yeah, you're
I just
hurrying your
know
way
that
through.
I'm on this security guard's TikTok of this idiot running around with his stupid toy car in a dirt pasture. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I drove around for a minute, almost started a fire, was like, pack it up, go to a new spot.
Because
Because
more than anything, I'm just worried about what these kids' parents think. Like, here's this adult man playing with a toy in the woods by himself. Like,
he's just got a
you know,
length of squares and he's asking questions.
so how many squares do you think that is? Like, I don't, please don't come over here.
Yeah, like,
no, you can't have a turn. And I understand Stabby Josh said something very relevant. He goes, those kids could be the future of this hobby. They could be 100% with their parents in a more like traditional manner. Please don't come over here while I'm filming.
yeah. And I usually, if I'm going to film something like this, I usually go to an area, like I know the areas I can go to and not be bothered. And that's, I have more terrain available to me than Matt does for that. And I'm lucky for that.
Yes.
But like, because not only for myself just being embarrassed, but because like I embarrass
it's
I am
so
not
embarrassing.
I'm
It
not
is
a good person at parties, even like if it's parties where I don't know people. I'm not, like, my brother is the social, like,
I am what you would call an extrovert, an extroverted introvert. I think so. Like I'm very good on my own by myself, and I don't really like going out and being in a social environment usually. But once I do get out there, I pretty much have a decent time with it.
see, I like being around.
It's
people
challenging.
in general. Like I don't have to be around. It doesn't have to be toy truck. I just like being around people. I do enjoy that. But if I don't know people, I have a harder time. It's just like
Matt's like, screw the future. I'm playing with my toys.
yeah, somebody else. I don't have kids for this reason. I don't care.
Do you like movies about gladiators, Billy?
Yeah, yeah. Son, this one's name is Cutter.
Yeah, Ian was like, does that mean RC Four-Wheel Drive's going to make a new driver named Matt? Matt likes to go out to the woods by himself. And doesn't like talking to children.
Oh my God.
I'm like, hey, I'm fine if you're an adult and you have children and you want to come over and be like, hey, that's pretty cool. What's that all about? I will more than happily tell you about it.
Yeah. And if we're at an event and like everyone's there, RC events are my favorite thing ever because we're all there for one thing. We all know, we can talk like, whew, you come to me at an RC event, you want to talk about RC? We are new best friends.
Best friends. Like, exactly.
They're just like, hey, I'm this person. I'm like, sweet. You want to talk about toy trucks? Like, I'm in my happy place. It's my favorite.
But and the other thing is, I get into it, like, I'm out there with a purpose usually. Like, I do go out and play with my toys without the purpose of filming sometimes. But 90% of the time when I'm out there, it's business. I am in a mode and I am filming. And when you when your kid goes, I'm gonna see that toy, it's like, shut up! I am filming. Get out of here. This public area is not for you right now.
This microphone is very sensitive.
Great, now I can't do an ASMR video. It's just gotta be a regular music video.
Quiet on.
Hey, Rich Trujillo. Hi. You missed us talking about these base camps. We'll talk about them again. Next week, you want to be on the show? That was a fun deal you guys did on the base camp. Just wanted to pop in and say thanks.
Well, cool. You can say it again next week when you are forced to join.
Yeah. Hope you're not doing anything next Wednesday around 6
Exactly.
p.m. Eastern Pacific time.
We've already scheduled you in. Joe Zaniga, thank you, sir. Hey, Josh, great job on the build. Just so you know, you missed out on a great event this weekend. FYI, Clash 2023 is going to be in Vegas. It's going to be a different time of year because this could be pretty hot in Vegas this time of year.
Oh, it's my favorite time to be in Vegas.
I wish that I didn't miss that event. Definitely one that I wanted to go to.
Was that Cardinal? Did you win a Jeep? That was that one?
That was that one.
Who won the Jeeps?
So I believe that Wyatt won all 3 classes.
Oh man!
So he got the chance to try and win each of the Jeeps. He got 3 shots at it,
and he missed it on all 3 shots.
Yep, he missed it on all 3 shots.
I bet you the guys were secretly like, yes.
Yep.
Yes, we don't have to give away a Jeep. We don't have any money. That was all a marketing ploy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we've talked about that before, but the look on the people's faces when they ask how much did that cost. So.
Oh, yeah.
That is, we go to the lake out here.
Oh, Rich is in for next week. Rich is in.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks, buddy.
When we go to the lake to film, a lot of times, I probably go out with my trucks. Maybe I film 25% of the time and I'm not filming 75% of the time. So I'm just kind of out there playing around a lot of times. Normally, even if I go out there, I'll film. If I use it, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But so people come up all the time. They're like, yeah, how's it? And I usually, even if it's my most expensive truck, I'm like, you can get one starting around, $300. Like, I don't need to get into the, yes, we're out here playing with
$1,500, $2,000 Ripper dollar trucks.
Tony Mazza, who goes, who I'm out there with all the time. He's like, yeah, this one's like a,
this is a really good condition Kia
Rio. Yeah, we'll be out there playing with the Rippers. He's like, yeah, someone buys these for like $10,000. Like, they actually make them here in town. That guy works, and I'm just like,
shut up!
I don't want to talk about it.
About that. Like, I don't want to hear this guy tell me that he's got a brand new or a 1994 XJ that is worth that much. I don't want to hear that.
That'd be a nice XJ. Oh.
Yeah, it would be very, very nice. Tony CCXRC is here. Hey, buddy. He's got a whole line of stuff coming out. You seen this?
I have seen it.
He's making products, making moves.
Yeah. So we'll have to have Tony back on again as well.
Yes, please.
I do need to reach out to Nabil. I want to have Nabil on, or see if he's willing to come on.
Yeah, I wonder if he's following me now, or let me follow him on Instagram. I think he did.
So, I'd definitely like to have him on and talk to him for a bit.
Following. So. He hasn't posted anything since 2016.
Yeah.
Very popular.
He is, trust me, in all ways, very tech savvy. Just not a big internet guy.
Not a big Instagram.
Not a big poster.
Man, not a big poster.
So, anyway. But, yeah, Clash of Cardinals last weekend. Sucked that I missed it. I did see that it was very hot. So, I am not sad that I missed that part of it.
There was a Beat the Creek as well, wasn't there?
Beat the Creek, that was... Oh, yeah. There was Beat the Creek that happened in a state in the East. Kentucky?
America.
Yes, there.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, somewhere in that area. But at that event is where they showed off that new J Concepts power truck.
Power. It's not a power wagon.
It's not a power wagon.
What's it called? Power truck?
It was called Power something or something. Yeah, something wagon. I don't remember. Some Kentucky. It is Kentucky. Thank you. Anyway, they showed that thing up. And Maysville, not Marysville, Maysville, Kentucky. Power Wowerpagan.
Kevin.
You got me. You got me. It's the Kevin, yeah.
J Concepts Kevin.
The yeah.
Single piece power Lexan.
It looks so good in the photos.
From
it
the
is Mary's
front.
Wait, Mary's washed it. No, wrong. From the I didn't
1,000 drivers. Wow.
Oh wow.
Wagon adjacent.
It looked so good
from the front.
Oh, is the back bad?
It's attached.
Oh, that is, yeah. I mean, it still looks good like that.
Let's see.
It's
is it on their website yet?
Much less useful. It was on their Instagram.
Surely it's on their website by now.
Is it?
I don't know. 10th. Where is this? Crawler. It's in the crawler section, I'm sure.
I don't think that it was on their site. It wasn't on there, at least for the news. So it was only on there.
It's not on there yet. Tucked is still there, though. Wait a second. Have you seen that SCX-24 Chevy K10 body they did?
Yeah, a while ago.
I know, but oof. Like, why is the back wheel so far back? The wheel well is basically, it's like they bobbed it, but they didn't. It's like they just moved the whole rear axle backwards on a bed of the pickup. It's so bad.
I feel so bad. I like J Concepts stuff. It's just,
no, you don't.
I do.
Not based on the way you talk about it every single week.
I like their tires. I think they're
Power Master.
Power
Master. Jay Rogers goes Strength Wagon. Power Cart.
Power Master's not good.
Is that the name of it? It can't be. It can't be. J Concepts. Coming soon, making its debut this weekend at Beat the Creek, is the new Power Master body by J Concepts.
I maintain it looks great. I just wish it would have been if they would have done a cab only like they did the Creep. It would have been a grand slam.
Some other good ones. Power Thruster.
I'm gonna get one and just call it Jane Fonda, the Thigh Master.
That wasn't Jane Fonda. That
whatever.
Was
same.
Oh, okay.
What was her name? Who did it? La Fonda.
No.
No
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Is the name of this club Shady Nasty? No, it's Dynasty. Suzanne
How high
Summers.
is their naming department?
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers. There you go.
Never mind how high is the design or naming department. How high is the design department? There's the Ultra Pleasure Vibe 2000. The Master Debater. Power Master, so bad it's good.
Power Master. I can't. I don't. And with that, it's 8:00.
This show is over.
We're canceling ourselves right now. We're just.
Scale Rat did the body paint for the release photos. He did a very nice job.
Whoever did it
made it look pretty darn good. Yeah, Scale Rat. I think that's his screen name.
He did a fantastic job.
Scale Rat 20.
Everything about that truck in those photos looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Just wish that it was 2-piece. But man, I honestly think the front of that one looks better than the Power Wagon.
Yeah. This show's been over for the past hour. Thanks, DK. Much appreciated. Power Master, brought to you by Bush's Baked Beans. Roll that beautiful bean.
I told that story on one of the streams. I don't know which one it was.
Last week, I think.
No, because I said it after the stream last week when we were off.
Oh, right.
I think I told it on my Friday night stream.
Right.
Yeah. roll that juicy beef footage.
Beef footage.
And I was like, wait,
that's not right.
Like, is it an Arby's commercial? No, that was Bush's Baked Beans. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, can't wait to show off my Power Master. Yeah, you can meet me in the woods. Oh, God. All right. That's it. I'm done.
Yep.
Good night. Thank you to the following: Perry G, RC Patina Guy, LLC, Gunnar Nissen, TRD Adventures, Isogen, Jared Brown, Slow Don, and the Scale Studio. Thank you, gents.
Thank you to Jay Burris, Steven Williamson, Perry G, Tom Havel, Dale C, RC, RV, CB, TRD Adventures, Gigawatt RC, Slow Don, Buck Dandy, The Scale Studio, Mayhem's Ghost, and Joe Zanika. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
If we're allowed, we'll be back next week.
Yeah, they allow us to. If they haven't already canceled our stream privileges.
Yeah, like, no.
Have a lovely evening. Thanks again to Axial for sending us these base camps so we could do these fun 24-hour builds. These were a lot of fun.
Thanks for stealing my pre-runner idea.
Yeah, thanks for stealing my pre-runner idea. Thanks for making yours a functional pre-runner. Mine's still just a 4x4 truck. Good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week.
Yes. Are you doing a live stream tomorrow?
No. Friday before your show, I'm going to do a live stream. Just a quickie.
There you go. Alrighty then. Yeah. Later.
Have a great evening, everyone. Love you. Bye. Power Takeover.